You only have so much real estate on a design. Just because something fits doesn't necessarily mean that it should go on there. Design is fun! Who wouldn't want to create things every day or turn something that's maybe kind of boring or disorganized into something really functional and really pretty? But when you're just starting out in business or creating your own graphics, sometimes it's really easy to go overboard. Whenever I do a design or a web audit, these are the top 5 things that I want to tell my clients. Keep it simple. You want to make your graphics fun and interesting to grab someone's interest, but you also want to keep it simple enough that a reader actually interacts with it and processes it. So when you're adding things like images or color or different fonts or effects, ask yourself why. Is it because the information needs to be better organized and you're using color to help separate things? Is it because you want the call to action to stand out, so you need to make it look like a button? Is it because you're trying to explain an abstract concept that would be better illustrated with a photo or an icon? If your answer is just because, it might be the wrong answer. Moderate your information. You only have so much real estate on a design. Just because something fits doesn't necessarily mean that it should go on there. Technically, all of this copy fits on an Instagram square. It's also the worst. Only give people the information they need to convince them that they want more. Users actually don't mind clicking through a web page or scrolling for more information, as long as you're giving them just enough information to satisfy them at every step and then keep them wanting more. Don't go crazy with all kinds of typefaces. You might think that basic serif or sans serif typefaces are boring, but the truth is, they're highly functional. People can read them. They make your words the star of the show, not the type itself. Scripts, lettering, and modern typefaces can be really fun, but they can also be really hard to read. So let's use them minimally. Please don't steal, copy, or use without attribution. For the love of all that is good, please do not steal something. Don't just Google something, swipe an image, drop it onto your design, and then call it a day. You can use something for free on the internet if it is under a Creative Commons license and it doesn't require attribution. Otherwise, make sure you're checking all that. You can use a font for free if it doesn't require a commercial license. Otherwise, make sure you buy a commercial license. They're usually anywhere from $15 to $40. Or make sure you're attributing things where they need attribution. If you're using a photo from a photographer, make sure you get that photographer's permission and then include a credit line if they require it. Don't overbrand and stick your logo on everything. You don't want to be the person that's constantly talking about yourself, do you? That's kind of what sticking your logo on everything comes off as. Think about it. If someone sees a graphic with your logo on it, what it says to them is, here's a graphic about me and my company and everything that we're doing. But what you want it to say instead is, here's content and that's going to help you. Here's a service that's going to make your life better. So let's do that instead. I know it sounds super counterintuitive not to stick your logo on everything or not to make it as large as you want to, but there are some great alternative ways to brand your content. You can use a smaller version of your logo or use an icon or avatar in place of a full logo. Put your URL on something. No logo needed. And maybe the most powerful thing is creating a really strong brand style so that people instantly recognize your graphics, whether it has your name on it or not. So we're all agreed on the rules now, right? Good job, guys. You are gonna crush it.